When I started John Paul Mitchell Systems in 1980, we started with very little, but we had very good principles. One thing we knew we would do is we would make products for humans, and therefore we will experiment on humans with our products, ourselves being those humans. So we immediately became the first company in the professional beauty industry to loudly claim, you don't have to test on animals. We are not testing on animals, we test on ourselves. As we became a little bit larger, which took a few years, and started having some influence, we took a very bold step that no one ever took in the beauty industry, and they said, you are out of your mind to do this. How can you love animals that much? And the step we took was this. We asked every one of our vendors that we buy from to give us a letter saying they don't test on animals. So not only is Paul Mitchell hair care products cruelty free, but every vendor that sells to Paul Mitchell must sign a letter to us saying they are cruelty free also. They will not test on animals. We found out in 2010, right before 2011, that they had changed the regulations in China, where all products coming in were to be tested on animals. Well, we immediately made an inquiry saying, but we don't test on animals, we test them on ourselves before we come out with products. Can you make an exception? And they said, well, it's new regulations we have, we think is for the public's interest. We immediately made a decision to stop selling China. Why would you do such a thing? Her answer was simple, because we believe what we say and no amount of money is going to change our minds. Did we lose a lot of money by doing that? We sure did. But it was okay because we stood by what we believed in. We invested quite a bit of money in offices in China so we could work together with the Chinese government and the regulatory system, work together with them to help change their minds, to show them through in vitro testing and other forms of testing, you don't have to sacrifice animals or have to go along with animal testing. And we were so convinced that we could help, and we knew it wasn't overnight, it was something that would take a little bit of time, that we invested time and the money there, even though we weren't selling products there anymore, to try and help change us.
Cruelty Free International is partnering with Paul Mitchell to spread the message about cruelty-free cosmetics, cruelty-free hair care, why you can actually have great products without needing to test on animals. And why did we launch this global NGO? We were founded by our long-standing organisation, BUAV, British organisation, but we felt we needed to put this issue onto a global map because currently around 80% of the world still allows animals to be used to test cosmetics products and ingredients. And that's despite the fact, as you've been hearing, there are many other ways to do this. There are great non-animal alternatives. Even in the European Union, there's a database of around 20,000 existing safe ingredients. There's no need now for companies to use animals to test cosmetics, and yet it continues. So we're putting this issue onto the map. We're lobbying governments worldwide, including China, to try and get a change to those regulations. We're meeting with regulators. We're also urging compassionate citizens around the world to make clear choices when they go to shop. They can choose to shop from a brand like Paul Mitchell Systems that's made that commitment, or they can choose a brand that continues to test on animals. We award those companies that have made the difference with our Leaping Bunny certification, and that gives customers a guarantee that not only has that company themselves stopped testing on animals, but they're making sure right through their supply chain, as you were hearing, that none of the people that supply them with ingredients will test those on animals either. They have to be open to audit, they have to work with us so that we can give consumers peace of mind. And obviously Paul Mitchell Systems is one of those companies, and actually the only professional hair care brand that has attained that rigorous certification, which is why we're particularly keen to be partnering with them to spread this message. We're going to bring that lobbying, we're going to bring that expertise, we're going to bring that passion, and we're hoping to combine that with the passion that you guys have for making a difference to spread that message. A lot of people think that this fight is over, and it is by no means done. And when 80% of the world still allows animal testing for beauty products, we've got a big job to do, and working with Paul Mitchell Systems will enable us to do that.